Yo, what is up everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is Ghost75 coming at you with another GTA 5 online video, and you see what it's called up in the title? You guys see what it's called up in the title, but I'm going to have to slow it down a little bit, actually a lot, because if I talk like that through the whole thing, you guys will be like, huh? What? You guys won't be hitting nothing. Now, I'm going to be explaining the highest lock on the Voodoo. Alright, so definitely share, show love. Throw your comments down there if you're having a little bit of problems. We'll get you in a stream, get you in bros streams, this and that, whatever, other crews and stuff. And you know, people help you out. Now definitely shout out to people that's been coming up in the streams, y'all on the channel, supporting the channel. Much love for y'all. Now the ones with the hate, really, you can get on with it. We don't ride with it. So you know, there's a lot of love on the culture of low riding. It's getting bigger. Some bros don't even know how big it actually is. So I'm gonna bring this up too. I'm not gonna use the analog stick. I'm gonna get away from that. So if you're a person out there that's like, oh man, you know, I don't want to take mine out, or you know, if you're a youngster, your mom, whatever, you know, you cannot take it out. I really don't know what to tell you, because to get this car off the ground, basically get it off the ground, if you have an analog stick in, you're barely getting it off the ground, meaning I'm not going to do it, but you could literally, if you three-wheel it, maybe put your shoe underneath the wheel, for real, unless you gas it and give it, you know, a little bit higher three-wheel. We're not doing that. We're doing it with the analog stick out. Alright, so let's get into it. Now, here's another thing, bros have been coming over, watching hand cams, this and that. I have no problem doing one, but I've said in other videos it throws more in the mix, and I don't want to hear out there some goop, you know, this and that I talk too much. This takes practice, timing, patience, and I'm going to explain it to the fullest. Driver's side, passenger side. Now, my last video, I was a little tired. This video, we're going to tighten it up even more. It's going to get tighter, so stay tuned. So we're going to do a 7-1-1-7. I'm going to show you the lift on the car. So we'll just jump in the car. And then I'm going to show we're going to look at the left analog stick like a clock that you tell time with. So you can look down at your analog stick if you have to, or the casing, and we're going to look at it like a clock. Alright? So we're going to start with a 7-1. It's going to be this back corner of this bumper. Alright? Up to this front corner. Then we're going to do a different method to get the highest lock out of it. Alright? Now you can go in different spots, like, you know, little drainage ditch, and you can have it standing up there pretty good. Some other people are not throwing this video. This is basic stuff, alright? So to do a 7-1, I'll show you the lift on this car. All we're going to do, and I'll show you the clock first. Now, we're using the radio as a clock. It's not exactly like a clock, but it gives you an idea. So, for those of you out there that are looking down at your analog stick, this is going to be 7-1. And on a 3-wheel, you have room to mess up, even on the highest lock, and I'll explain that in a little bit. Alright? On a 4-lock, people are asking me about, you do not. So we'll see about a 4-lock later. If I'm gonna do something on it, I don't know, but maybe. But you guys are gonna be hating it for real. It takes even more patience and practice. So we'll load the car back down. We're gonna do a 7-1. So we're gonna lift the car, and I'm gonna say for beginners that are starting, or even if you're trying to get it, lift the car, let off everything. All right. You're going to find 7. Look at my front wheels. Find that 7 o'clock. What you're going to do is go down to 7, press your X or A button. I'm just going to say X, or tap. Like in my other video, I say tap. If you're doing it too quick, you're just going to lay the car down. You know, I try to mimic what other people do. Sometimes I could do it. They're doing it too quick. So if you need to press, meaning the timing I'm saying press is a little bit longer, saying tap. You know, just tap it. So, but I'm just going to say tap because I'm used to it. So we're going to go 7, tap, up to 1 o'clock. directly to 1 o'clock. 7, so you're going to lift the car, let off everything, go to 7 o'clock, tap X, shoot to 1 o'clock. You should see this position on the car, right? Now, pay attention to the position on the car. You don't want this corner dropped to the ground at all. If you drop this corner to the ground, start over. All right? So we are in a 3-wheel position. Now, we're going to do a 1. We're going to go backwards. 1 tap down to 7. So I'm going to go up to 1. You can watch my wheels. I'm going to find 1 o'clock, tap, and come back to 7. Directly to 7 o'clock. Now the Voodoo, thank you, Rockstar. The traditional, you know, Impala, it's not a 64, 60, in a sense, you know, it's got one of the lowest locks, you know, for real, as far as the lowrider. Now this is not a bad 3-wheel, a 7117, but we're going to go higher with it, all right? Now to go higher with it, you will need to, in a sense, learn a front lock. So we're going to do a, this is not exactly like a clock, but you need to find 2 o'clock to 8. All right, 2 to 8. So when we go 2 to 8, what we're going to do is lift the car. I'm going to find 2, and I hook a lot, and I'll explain that in a second. I might do it right now, I don't know. Let's see. 2 o'clock, we're going to go 2 o'clock, tap down to 8. We want to pop this front corner. I did not hook it. All right, so this is actually part of a 4 lock. So we're going to go 2, 8, pop the corner. Now we're going to go from this back corner 7 to 1, what I explained earlier. 7 to this front corner, 1 o'clock. If I show the, you know, like you're looking at the analog stick, 7 o'clock up to 1 o'clock. And you can drive the car or whatever. On the, you know, when you're doing the rollment or other stuff, you know, and the car locks up, you know, lay it back down and start over. So I'm going to find 7 o'clock. You see my front wheels, you can look at my steering wheel, you can see me messing with it. I'm going to say let off, if you're a beginner, or even if you like kind of getting it, let off in between everything. Find where you're at, all right, on the clock. So we're going to go 7, tap, up to 1, and you already see it's at it's higher. So we do a 2, 8, 7, 1. Now we're just going to tuck. We're going to go hold 12 o'clock. We're going to hold 12 up here on the analog stick. Push up your analog stick to 12 o'clock, and we're going to hold X. And it's not pulling the wheel up. I think it has something to do with the radio maybe. Let's do it again. So we're going to drop the car back down. Lift it. Like I say, when you can't do nothing with the car, just start over. We're going to do 2, tap to 8, and we're going to pop this front corner. Then we're going to go 7, tap directly to 1 o'clock. When I say tap, you're tapping X or A. All right. Now we're going to go to 12 o'clock. Hold your analog stick up to 12 o'clock and hold X. The last time it locked up on me. Sometimes the car just does that, all right? So this is, actually I think we can get a little bit higher. Now when I said hook earlier, it's hard for me to explain a hook. Some people out there are probably like, what are you talking about? That even do it. Now a hook, best way I can explain it, it's a 2-8. It's a 2, in a sense, like a L. I'm going 2, like kind of by neutral, and then I'm hooking down to 8. I'm not going around the casing or anything. So I'll show you. We're going to lift the car. I'm going to do a hook. No, I keep popping the corner. This is a hook. All right. Now on the hook, it looks like the front's just lifted, but I only use one switch, in a sense, all right? So I'm good for the rest of it. So if you're doing this and you think you're messing up, you could still do it. You got room to screw up on the 3-wheel, for real. You do not have room to screw up on other methods, like 4 locks. So from here, if you do hook it and get this on one switch and the car don't lock up on you, you can go 7, like I already know the car's not locked up. 7 o'clock, and you can go up to 1, and you're gonna do your tuck. So you can go 12, hold 12 o'clock, hold X, tuck the wheel. This is the highest the Voodoo will lock. All right. I'll explain it one more time. Whether I hook it or lift the corner, it does not matter. So we're gonna lift the car. We'll take a look at the front of the car. We're gonna go 2 o'clock. We're gonna pop the corner. I didn't hook it. Then we're gonna go 7, tap, shoot straight to 1. Now, if you notice, the wheel, sometimes, you know, I'm actually not at the highest point. Let's do it again. Lift. I'm gonna go 2. See, you do stuff like that, I just screwed up. You start over. So I'm gonna say lower the car to the ground if you're a beginner, lift it, 2, go down to 8, I'm gonna go 7, up to 1, and you see it bringing that wheel off the ground. Go 12 o'clock, let off everything, go hold 12 o'clock, hold X. All right. 2 clean. So we got the highest lock on the Voodoo. Now I'm gonna do the passenger side. Okay, the passenger side is gonna be 5 to 11 on a regular 3-wheel. But we're gonna get it to the highest point. So what we're gonna do is a 10-4. All right. So we're gonna do, like in a sense on the radio, a 10 to a 4. 10 tap directly to 4 o'clock. So let me load the car again. I'm gonna go ahead and lift it, let off everything. I'm gonna go 10. I'm gonna find 10 o'clock. Now it doesn't matter if you get if you accidentally hook it. So 10 to 4. Well, I'm popping it. Let's see if we can get a hook in. To show you guys that you're not screwing up. On other methods, I'll let you know when you know if I explain other stuff if you're screwing up. So we'll try to hook it. Well, we're just getting a pop, so we're gonna roll with it. So that's a 10-4 pop in the front driver's side. So you can go 10, tap, shoot directly to 4. Now you're gonna go from 5 o'clock. Watch my front wheels. 5 o'clock, we're gonna go from 5 to 11. All right. So when I say 4 locks are, you need to be exact, is if you hit it just a little wrong, you're gonna dump the side. You're gonna, you guys are probably doing it, dumping the side, kind of going into a 3-wheel if you're trying to do a 4 lock if you know about it already. So we're at 10-4. We're gonna go 5 to 11. So we're gonna go 5, tap. I didn't get it. So we're gonna lower it back down, lift it, 10-4. I'm used to doing it in one motion. Nope. If you see the car, if you see it drop like that, you're done. You gotta start all over. Drop the car down, lift it, go to 10, pop, 10 tap, go to 4. Now we're gonna go 5 to 11. 5 tap, shoot directly 11. Now here we're just gonna do the same thing. 12 o'clock, hold 12 o'clock on your analog stick and tuck. All right, so we got the passenger side. Let's do it again. It actually is hard explaining it and doing it for real. At the same time, I don't do voiceover and stuff. Obviously you guys know that. It's been on the channel. So we're gonna do a 10 to tap to 4 o'clock, directly to 4. Now, if you happen to hook it and you get the front of the car, like it looks like a front lift, keep going with it. We're gonna go 5 to 11. 5 tap directly to 11 o'clock. Even this stance right here, looking clean to me. But to go up into the highest 3 wheel, we're gonna go 12. Now, if you want to drive around like this, you can go ahead and drive it. And you can stop the car, back it up to where you're at the highest point, go to 12 o'clock, hold 12, hold X. Up into the highest 3 wheel on the Voodoo. Alright, so I'll probably be doing it on other cars to give you guys ideas. And there's a lot you can do with these cars besides 3 wheels and 4 locks. Alright, so I'm going to leave it at that. I know you guys are good. Just sit down and practice with it for real. And look out for the next videos. You know, my next videos might not be low ride. You know, I do all kinds of stuff. You guys look at the channel, you see that. So until the next one, everybody out there, be well, be safe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.